Greetings. Today I am going to, or not today, but this weekend, Saturday evening, Saturday night into Sunday morning, I will be having a ceremony, a psychedelic ceremony out here in the woods by the river. And I want to include all of the 5 elements which we are made up of, and which is made up of the universe. The ether, we have an etheric body, air, our thoughts, non-physical air, water, we're made of water, earth, those are all the minerals that our body are made of, and fire. So I want to include all the 5 elements within this psychedelic ceremony. So the ceremony is going to be taking place by a river, and I am building a bonfire over there. We should get closer. So I'm building this bonfire. It's pretty big. It's going to be big. And so I have to chop some wood for this big bonfire. And so I have to go and collect wood from all over the property. There's like fallen trees and things like that. So I am going to collect some wood, and then I have to chop it. I'm gonna have to chop some of them up. But prior to me getting the wood, I have to collect some little stones to, I have to collect some stones to throw, small pebble stones to put on the flooring of the fire pit, so it could help absorb some of the energy from the fire, and the earth will take all of that energy. So yeah, I am going to collect some pebbles in this bag and then dump them into the fire pit, and then afterward I have to go collect some wood. So alright, let's get to work. I think I'm gonna go over there to collect the pebbles. So I think I'm just gonna leave the camera facing that way for now. And I forgot my gloves. I forgot my gloves. So I'm gonna have to use my bare hands. Okay, alright. Here we go. This is so crooked. I would like to, let me take a breath. It's so funny because that's exactly what I'm talking about. Breath. So what came to me just now as I was collecting the rocks was that I mentioned earlier about how we are made of ether, air, water, fire, and earth. Ether, air, water, fire, earth. They're all five elements. And what we call the unseen, the truest aspect of our being, the soul, how the soul is connected to the absolute, the source of all things, the source of all existence. How the physical body is connected to the source of all things, or the creator of all things, is through the breath. So the breath is what connects you to the creator. And once you are unable to take in breath, I don't really think breath is really air. I think air is thoughts, the unseen, but that's my thought. Breath is like, it's a life force. It's what keep you living. Is what keep the physical body alive. And once you are unable to take breath anymore, you cease to exist. That's why the physical body will perish when you're unable to breathe. So breath is what connects you to the creator. Breath is what sustains you, and breath is how the physical body is able to exist. With saying this, once you cannot breathe anymore, if you go into cardiac arrest and you cannot breathe, or water fill up your lungs, you cannot breathe anymore, if you get suffocated, the physical body will extinguish. What do they call it now? What do they call it? Unalive. The physical body will become unalive. So breath is how you connect to the source of all things. So one way you could increase that connection is doing breath work. It's practicing different types of breath work. So breath is what sustains you and what connects you to the creator. And once you are unable to take breath or to have breath anymore, the physical body cease to exist. Just the physical body, not the spirit, or not the soul, that continues on, because that's light energy, and you cannot kill that. And that's the truer aspect of your being, is light energy. This is why when people are in a coma, this is why you could keep people alive by putting them on ventilator. See, you could keep the physical body going even though the brain may not be functioning. So breath is what keeps the physical body in the physical realm. All right, so I'm going to continue collecting more stones. I think I'm going to pause here and start at another point. I think I'm going to dump in my last bag of stones, and then I am going to go collect some wood. I did 3 bags yesterday, so this is 3 more bags, like 6. much wood. That much wood. I mean, that seems like a lot, but it's a lot of work. So now I'm gonna have to chop it up. chop one piece since I bought one piece. Okay. I'm gonna try chopping a second piece off this log. Break to drink some water, and I want to speak on something. See how nature is so naturally peaceful? It's only humans who come in and cause a disruption and cause the unrest and the lack of peace. I've been looking at human beings as literally parasites. They're parasites to the planet, honestly. They just take and take and take and use, and they don't want to share, and they don't want to share with others who are less than, or don't have the same resources or opportunities as others. Since I've been here in Jamaica, I've learned a lot about the culture, the mindset, the how the culture affects the mindset of the people here. And it's like that all over, because when I travel to places like Egypt, Ethiopia, Ghana, you can see how much culture affects the mindset of people. The brainwashing, the belief systems that humans acquire as they experience these moments called life. And here in Jamaica, it's no different, you know. You see people building these big old houses that never get done, hardly. And these people are not like they're not wealthy people in terms of money wise, but they're building these big old houses, and before they even finish one level of the house, they start another level, and they didn't even complete the first level. I'm wondering who they're in competition with, what they're trying to racing against. You know, some of these people that die and never finish their property. And a lot of family here are warring between each other over land, over property. Some of them kill each other over property. It's crazy. And human beings are so territorial. They just want to control everything. They want to control natural resources. They want to control other human beings. They just want to control. And that shows you the lack of control that we have within our own self. We are so out of control within our own being that we feel that we have to control everything outside of us, because what we experience outside of us is a reflection of our inner self, our inner being. So all the war, all the poverty, everything you see in the world is because of the consciousness of humans. This is why it's like that. If we were at a higher level of consciousness, there wouldn't be no poverty, there wouldn't be no war, right? Because we will naturally love each other and share what the creator, source of all things, that design this illusionary complex for us to experience within, have given us everything that we literally need. They give us, like I said, the 5 elements. Source has provided that for us: water, food that grows on the land, all the abundance in resources. But because human beings want to hoard and control things, you have others that suffer from not having, even though we have an abundance amount of resources, because everything is unlimited. There's no such thing as lack. There's no such thing as running out of space or running out of land. There is no such thing, because source is unlimited, is limitless. It's limitless. Our creation, we're able to create to infinity. We could create anything into infinity. So there is no such thing as lack. It's just a mindset, a belief system that has been indoctrinated within the collective consciousness of human beings. And this is kind of like a emotional topic for me, because no one has to suffer. And I understand that we create our experiences individually, but we could also create an experience where there is no lack. We could create an experience where there is no war. We could create an experience where there is no poverty. We could create an experience where we have clean water and clean food and clean air. We could create that experience also. We don't always have to create an experience of suffering. And I talk about these things based on my experience with people and observing people and how people interact with each other and how they treat land. I go to farms here and you could see the amount of chemicals that these farmers use because they want rapid abundance amount of crops. They don't think about how the chemicals affects the soil. They don't think about how the chemicals affects themselves. They don't think about how the chemical affects other people. They don't think about these things. I don't think they do. I don't think they think about how the chemical is affecting the plants. That literally over here, when it rains in rain season, and it's a lot of water, and the river runs through here, and this is where they farm, and they bathe and probably drink this water, right? But coming over here and observing, especially during the rain season, I see that the water, obviously there's no boundaries for water. Water just flows. The water flows off the farm when it rains. The water flows right into the ocean. So all the chemicals that they use on the plants in the soil goes right into the river. So they're not only contaminating the soil, they're contaminating the water too. And this is to show the lack of awareness with humans, how they don't think about these things. But as I come over here and I observe that, I said, can't drink this water because this water is not clean to drink. So there's also a spring that's further up. And God knows, I don't know where the beginning of the river is or the beginning of the spring to even know if the spring, it seems to be clean, but there's not much farming, I don't think. So I really don't know. Honestly, I would have to probably fly a drone to see where the spring is coming from to see if that water is contaminated or not. I really don't know. I can't even say for sure that the water is 100% clean from the spring that's further up from where they do the planting, because there's other areas the water is coming from the mountain that they do planting too, so you don't know where it originates, you know. But yeah, they're so territorial. Like honestly, we have human beings that saying they own acres and acres and acres and acres of land, of property. And I mean, that's an illusion. You don't fucking own shit. You don't own it. You don't even own your fucking body. Right? And you don't control shit. We don't control shit. We're under this illusion that we control. We are in control. And we're literally not in control of anything. Anything. Source, the creator of all things, is in control of all things. Spirit is in control. Spirit is what running your life. And you think that you're making decisions that you're really not making. Okay, Spirit allow you to make those decisions so you can learn and grow. But when Spirit ready to take control of your life, there's nothing you can do to stop it. Look at me. I mean, I'm a prime example of that. I mean, look at me. I was living in the United States, working a good job that makes a decent amount of money. Look what happened. People still think I go mad, right? Because my soul was calling. My soul couldn't take it anymore. I was literally dying inside, crying, depressed, couldn't. So what Spirit created a bunch of obstacles, a bunch of things to move me, to get me out of that life, that way of living. And there's nothing I could do about it. I had to just, at one point, I just had to just give up and submit and let go. And like, okay. You know, let me bring my persona, my personality into alignment with Spirit. because spirit is what guides you and guides your life and controls all things. But we could choose to do better, to live better, to love more, to be kind, to help others, to trust ourselves, to forgive ourselves, to think more of ourselves, to think we are worthy of things, of what the Creator provided for us that we don't. I mean, I see some people out here living in, like, oh my goodness, these dilapidated shack of places, and I think they're under the mindset that it's okay, like that it's okay to settle for that. My battery's dying, so I think this is gonna be it. But we deserve to experience not just suffering, but we deserve to experience the beautiful aspect of creation. We deserve to experience joy. We deserve more. So please, let's start loving each other more. Let's start sharing what we have. Nothing lasts. Nothing in the physical lasts. All these is temporary. It's temporary. So why are you hoarding and holding on to things? All things is temporary. It's only temporary. And there's nothing to fear. There's no fear in wanting to share and give to others. You're not losing anything if you share with other people. I literally, right now, I'm in Jamaica, and I have let me try to speak quick before my thing give up. I have a US number, and I'm paying for that, and I'm here and I'm paying for a Jamaican phone, and I am not working like I used to, so I have to let something go. So I'm gonna let the US number go, and I call 2 family members and ask them to if they could add my number to their line, so I could keep that US number, because if I want to have a US bank account, the number has to be, you have to have a US number attached to it. That's how they communicate and send you codes and things like that when you want to do things. And they say no, because they don't want to pay more for their bill. And I'm like, I think about it, and I think to me that's just fucking crazy. But at the same time, I said, what can I do, right? I said, okay, all right, there's nothing I can do about it. And I said, okay, I just rely on the Creator to provide for me in whatever sense I need. But I just find it so crazy. It's not like they can. It's not like they don't have. I mean, it's not like, I mean, I'm out here and I give from what I have to other people. And sometimes it's scary, but I know I have to have faith and still have to assist other people. Whether it be monetary, energetically, with my words, kindness, whatever, space, share what you have. You're helping yourself. When you help others, you're literally helping yourself. So be kind to yourself. Thank you for listening. All right, so this is the end result of my wood chopping. Okay, it's a big ass circle for that. It make my wood look so tiny, but and these are the extras that are to the side. So I don't know if I should just load up everything on there at the same time, but I feel like I should. But I think I want to throw more stones around here. If I have time tomorrow, Friday, I'll come do it, but not this side, but around this side. Put more stone. extra wood. So I don't know how long this amount of wood would burn for. So I hope until the end of the ceremony. I want to keep the fire burning till the morning, but I don't know. Maybe I have to get more wood then. We'll see. There was some tough ass wood in there, so hopefully it will last until morning light. All right, so day well spent shopping. I'm sweaty. I'm gonna go home and go take a shower. All right, thank you again. Bye bye.